Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're analyzing some fascinating material, including commentary from Jack Ma, and we're tackling a huge question. Who will rule the world next? Is it an established nation? A rising power? Well, the central idea here, and it's a surprising one, is that the next global superpower won't be a country at all.
Right, and that's our mission for this deep dive. We need to unpack why the old ways of measuring power, GDPs, armies, even number of satellites, are becoming, well, basically obsolete. The old wars were fought for land. This new struggle, the core distinction today, is a borderless war being fought for your mind.
Okay, so let's break that down. For centuries, power was really just about control. Who had the biggest tanks, who owned the most territory. But the source material is arguing that this new world, it runs on something else entirely. It runs on influence.
Exactly. It's a shift from geopolitical might to algorithmic suggestion. And what's fascinating is how truly stateless this new empire is. It doesn't have a capital in Washington or Beijing. It's a
But
network. Yeah, it's built in servers, in code bases, by developers all over the globe. You could have AI engineers in Israel, teenagers coding in Indonesia. The real power is defined by who owns the code that shapes the habits and the beliefs of billions of people.
So we're talking about whoever controls the recommendation engines. Is that it?
That's a huge part of it. I mean,
Sure.
think about it. A national leader gives a speech, maybe a million people actually hear it, but a single change to an algorithm that can decide what 3 billion people see, what they feel, and what they focus on today. It bypasses governments completely.
It sounds like the ultimate invisible empire. And the source claims it doesn't need tanks to maintain power. It needs trust and, more importantly, our behavioral data. Which brings us to these key concepts: consensual manipulation and digital colonialism. We should probably define those.
This is where the analysis really deepens. We are in the age of behavioral design. The system knows you better than your own family knows you. It knows your triggers, your insecurities, your patterns. And behavioral design is the process of making people, well, desire the cage. It's about designing an interface so perfectly that you willingly spend every free moment training your new master with every single swipe.
Okay, so if that's the mechanism of control, what is digital colonialism in this context?
If you connect the dots, traditional colonialism was about extracting resources, gold, oil, whatever, from a weaker party, right, without fair compensation. Digital colonialism is the exact same principle, but the resource being extracted is human focus. It's our attention, our emotion,
So it's extracting value from our outrage, monetizing confusion.
precisely, and harvesting our fear, all while sitting in a stateless network that no single government can regulate. You willingly feed the machine, and in return, the machine extracts your future behavior for profit.
That raises a really serious question about accountability. If we don't know who is steering this machine, then you, the listener, you aren't a citizen in that space.
Right.
You're just fuel.
You're just fuel. And the core danger here is that everyone's playing the wrong game. The West is distracted by elections, the East is obsessed with industrial production, and they're all trying to win this old, outdated game. Meanwhile, this new player has already rewritten the entire rulebook.
You can't put a border around an algorithm.
You can't, and you definitely can't shoot a blockchain.
So this presents a profound challenge. If the real race is between, say, human wisdom and algorithmic manipulation, then the opportunity is to choose intention. The future belongs to those who build platforms of dignity and integrity, not just data and engagement. The people who ask, what kind of human do I want to become from using this?
That's the challenge for all of us. And before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a final thought to consider. Who owns your digital identity, your daily habits? Who is designing the emotional landscape of your feed?
And the source's conclusion on this is really provocative. It says that if you don't know who writes the interface you use every day or who controls the recommendation engine, you aren't fundamentally free. You're being guided gently toward conclusions that benefit someone else. The true loss of power isn't losing a war. It's when the world looks like it's made up of your choices, but it's really, truly someone else's meticulous design.